How you doing, everyone? It's Kevin and Julie back with another video here. We're at the Rusty Rooster, taking a little bit of break. We've been cutting a lot of wood. As you guys seen, I've been putting on a decent amount of videos on the sawmill, and I know you'll probably get sick of that sawmill running, but that's what we're doing. So if that's what we're doing at the time, we're going to do the video. So we're basically just taking a break. It's about, what do you think, close to 90 out here?
It's hot, yeah.
It's really hot, and it's not too bad right here. We're sitting next to the camper, got a little bit of shade. But where the sawmill's at, it's all sun. It's really hot out there. Didn't really think about that when we put it in. I basically was trying to get that sawmill down the hill a little bit so we can put them ramps up there and just roll them on with not a lot of effort, you know, some of the bigger logs. But we did put it right in the middle of the sun. And that's not where the logs or the sawmill's going to go. As you know, behind the garage that we're going to build, it's going to go out back of there. But anyhow, we're taking a break, and I was going to show you guys the wood that we have got cut so far. And we just got through cutting a big butt end, and I had one out there. It was 50 inches long. I needed 48-inch wood, and it's about 50 inches because we're going to be building that wall on top of the garage there, 2 or 4 foot high. So we cut that butt end up and saved us from cutting 11 2x4s. We just chopped it up and got 4 footers. But I'm going to show you what we've got cut so far, and we're probably going to do a couple more logs, maybe at least one more log tonight.
Yeah.
Before dark. It's starting to cool off now, so you'll feel like working now.
Yeah.
But I would like to tell you guys, thanks for following along with Julie and I, watching the videos. We do appreciate all the support. We appreciate you guys using our Amazon associate link. That helps out a lot. And then, of course, the ads on the videos, we get a little bit of revenue from that too, which helps us out here at the Rusty Rooster. So we do want to tell you guys thank you for all your support. So let's get on with the video, and I'll show you the wood that we got cut so far. We've been working pretty hard at this.
Yeah.
It's a little bit hard to see in here in the shipping container. I'll try to brighten it up as best I can. But over here, on this side over here, we have some 1x on the top there, but all of them are 2x6x12s. And that's a bunch of them there. And well, this is the pile we just cut right here. These are all 2x4x4s. And then, of course, we're going to need a lot of 1x's to be screwing the metal to. So we had a 6-foot butt end right there. So, you know, we just cut it up. We can use that to screw the metal to on the outside. And then we cut a bunch of 12-footers down here on the bottom. These are all 12-footers here that'll be used on the side of the garage to screw the metal to. And then we have a whole bunch of 12-foot 2x4s there. And then we got a bunch of 2x6s here. Now these are going to be the roof joists here. These two on the top are not. These are just scrap pieces there, right there, just 2 scrap pieces. But the rest of them are 2x6x12s. Now, I'm not really good with the sawmill yet, so these are actually true 2x4s and 2x6s, and I mean, I'm doing the best that I can. One of these days I'll figure out that quarter scale, and I'm sure once I get the garage done and get on maybe the barn or the wood shed or the sawmill shed or the chicken coop, whatever else we're going to build, I'm sure I'll get to figuring that quarter scale out. I'm always that 1/8 inch. I always got that 1/8 inch, that blade length of left over to a board. But that's what we've got cut so far, and that's actually a good bit of lumber. I'm sure if you figured that out in today's prices at Lowe's or Home Depot or Menards or wherever you shop out, there's a lot of money in lumber right there that we saved by buying the sawmill. Yeah, I think we did pretty good. I think after we get done with the garage, I think that sawmill will basically be paid for. So that's the wood we've been working on. That's the wood we got cut, which I think it took us a few days. You know, we're doing a little bit at a time. I'm I'm the Rusty Rooster here at this homestead. I'm the one that I'm just getting old, and it's a little bit harder to do the things we used to do. I remember when Julie and I could work from sun up to sundown and then get up the next morning and do it again. But now it's just a little bit rougher on us. Hopefully we're a little bit smarter. We work a little smarter instead of harder. But it's been a bumpy ride, but I think it's pretty good. We're getting things worked out now. We actually called in an engineer. They were telling us where we can put a telephone pole, and we're hoping to get some electric down here. If we can get some electric down here, maybe we can plug the camper in, and it'll be a lot better. To have some lights down here. We did get a solar light we put out there on the tree. We haven't got to try it yet because it's charging the battery, but now a lot of you guys are probably wondering if you think it was worth it buying the Sawmill. If you want to do the work, it's probably worth it. I think you could save a lot of money.
It's hard work, but either, you know, you want to spend the money or you don't, you know, on the wood, so.
I think I would rather buy the Sawmill and do the work and do it at our own pace.
It makes you feel good knowing that you cut your own wood for the garage or our barn or whatever. So
just knowing that the wood that we're going to build the garage with right now that came off the property, and we didn't have to really pay anything. Well, we did. We bought the Sawmill, but eventually most of the wood after we get the garage done, it'll all be pretty much like free wood. It'll be paid for. Just buying the blades, you know, the blades are not really that expensive, and
not yet, anyways. Everybody's probably buying sawmills now.
So I am going to order a bunch more blades as soon as I can. I'm going to get online and order a bunch of blades because I'm sure when the sawmills, you probably got about a year before them blades start going up. Them blades are probably going to skyrocket, just like everything else. And hopefully you got a way to sharpen them or can get new blades or get them sharp. I haven't figured out how to sharpen them yet. I know they have sharpeners out there, but they're not cheap. Look them up. They're expensive. So, but I think it was worth the Sawmill. I think it was well worth the money.
Once we got all the bugs worked out.
Yeah, we're starting to get the bugs worked out. And you know what? I'll tell you guys, I'm going to modify that thing. I'm going to make it a 4-pole meal. When it's all said and done, it'll have 4 poles instead of 2. And I think that's going to sturdy it up a lot. We still have some work to do to the rails. That paint that's on the rails, all that paint's got to come off there. It's just all bubbling up and peeling, and I think that's why it's so rough when you're going through the wood.
It's not as smooth.
Yeah, it's not real smooth. When you push it, it's like you're running over gravel. It's crazy, but we're going to work on that. It's not that bad. This wood that we're getting now, it's basically for the garage, and then we'll have the barn coming up. It's not a big deal. That wood doesn't have to be perfect. And like my buddy Rick said, that's why it's called rough cut lumber. You know, nothing's perfect. You want it perfect, you got to get a planer out, plane it, dry it, plane it, and you know, there's still a lot of work to get really good, pristine wood. But I'm happy with what we're getting. Tickled to death, actually. I couldn't imagine having to go buy all that lumber. So I would like to tell you guys, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave us thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment if you'd like. Until next time.